It's almost midnight and the first firework cracks open the sky. And before the boom even finishes, your cat is gone. Just gone. A gray blur, and then nothing. And now you're on the floor of the bedroom, cheek against the carpet, peering into the dark under the bed at two green eyes and a small body pressed flat to the wall, shaking. You're holding out a treat she loves and whispering her name, and she won't come. She won't even blink. Every few minutes, the sky bangs again, and she flinches like she's being struck, and you feel completely, uselessly helpless. Have you been there? Because if you have, I need you to hear this. What if I told you the fix for that entire terrible night doesn't happen at midnight when she's already panicking? It happens one quiet hour before the first firework, and it costs you almost nothing but a little planning? Let me guess what you're thinking. You're thinking, come on, Dr. Mei, my cat just hides. There's nothing I can really do. And I understand why you'd feel that way. But as a veterinarian, I can tell you the research is clear. You can't erase a cat's fear of loud noise, but you can absolutely soften it, and the single most powerful thing you can do is set her world up before the noise starts, not after. So here we are. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mei Chen, your neighborhood vet. And right now, before we go 1 inch further, I want you to drop the guilt at the door. A hiding, shaking cat on the 4th of July is not you failing her. It is a small desert hunter doing exactly what her body was built to do. Nobody handed you the plan. That's what today is for. So grab a notebook, hit subscribe to join our pet parent community, and stay with me. Because by the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to do in that last hour. And this year, that midnight floor is going to look very different. Quick note before we really start. I'm a veterinarian sharing general information to help you care for your cat, but I'm not your cat's vet, and this is not a diagnosis. Every animal is different. For anything specific, talk to your own vet. And this one matters more than usual, because today may involve something your vet could actually prescribe. So please, do not improvise medication of any kind. Do not reach into your own medicine cabinet for your cat. Some of the things that calm us can seriously harm her, and I'll show you exactly why later. If your cat's fear is severe, the move is a phone call to your vet ahead of time, not a guess at midnight. Okay, now let's get into it. But first, you have to understand one thing. Because if you get this wrong, none of the rest will land the way it should. And it's this: your cat is not being dramatic. Her fear is not a personality flaw. She is a small predator who is also prey. And in the wild, a sudden, enormous, unexplained sound means one thing: danger, right now, run and hide. Fireworks are the loudest, most sudden, most unpredictable thing most cats will ever experience, with no warning and no pattern. Her heart rate spikes, her body floods with adrenaline, and every instinct she has screams, get small, get dark, get hidden. So when she bolts under the bed, she isn't misbehaving. She's surviving. And that changes everything about how we help her. Because you cannot reason a terrified animal out of an instinct. What you can do is give that instinct somewhere safe to go. I worked years ago alongside a county fairground vet tech named Sully, a big, quiet man who spent every single 4th of July and every summer thunderstorm calming terrified animals, and he taught me the truest thing I know about this. He'd say, "You don't fight the fear. You give it a smaller, darker, safer room to wait in." That's the whole video. We are not going to fight her fear tonight. We're going to build it a room. So here is the number one thing to do, and I want you to do it a full hour before the fireworks are supposed to start. Build her a hide den and make it before she needs it. A hiding cat who has a good place to hide is a cat who recovers faster, so don't wait for the panic. An hour ahead, while she's still calm, set up a small, dark, enclosed space she can crawl into and feel completely covered. A cardboard box on its side with a soft blanket over the top and her own bedding inside is perfect. Leave one opening so she chooses to go in and out on her own. Never trap her. And here's the piece most people miss. Cats feel safest up high. If you can put that den somewhere, elevated a cleared closet shelf, the top of a cat tree, a chair tucked into a quiet corner, even better, because height reads as safety to her ancient brain. Then put it in the most interior, quietest room in your home, away from the windows, away from the front door. This is her bunker. Set it up early, while she's relaxed, so that when the sky starts banging, the safe room is already there, already smells like her, and she runs to it instead of the terrifying gap under the bed where you can't reach her. Now stay with me, grab something to write with, because the next steps stack on top of that den, and each one takes the edge down a little more. Let me be honest with you before we go on, because I promised you informed, not afraid. Nothing I'm about to give you is a magic switch. You cannot cure a noise phobia in an hour. There is no formally accepted cure for a cat's fear of loud noise at all. Only good, layered management. What we are doing is stacking small, calming things so that the total is gentler than the raw, unprotected night would have been. That's real, and it's a lot. It's just not magic. Okay, the next thing, and do this in that same last hour, take away the flashes and muffle the booms. Fireworks aren't only loud, they light up the sky, and those sudden flashes through a window can startle a cat just as badly as the sound. So close every curtain and every blind. Pull them tight. If the window is bare, a blanket tacked over it works fine. You're trying to turn her safe room into a soft, dim cave where the outside world can't reach in and grab her. And then, mask the sound. Do not wait for silence to be shattered by a boom. Get a steady, calm sound going before the fireworks start so the bangs rise out of a soft background instead of out of dead quiet. A fan, a window air conditioner, the TV on low. White noise or calm music made for cats. Any of those gives her ears something even and unthreatening to rest on, and it softens the edge of each explosion. Steady sound in, sharp sound softened. That's the idea. Take a breath, because this next one is the one I love most, and it's the most cat-specific. In that last hour, feed her a big meal, and I mean the main event. Here's the beautiful thing about how a cat is wired. In the wild, her ancestors would hunt, make the kill, eat a big feast, and then do what? Groom and sleep. Hunt, feast, sleep. It's a hardwired cycle. So if you give her a large, satisfying meal right before the noise, you're leaning on that ancient rhythm. A full cat is a cat whose body is already tipping toward calm and drowsy instead of wired and watchful. Even better, make her work for a little of it. A food puzzle or her favorite treats hidden around that safe room gives her something to hunt right as the sky starts up. Paws busy, nose working, brain occupied with something good instead of something scary. And you can tuck some of that food or a lick mat right inside the den, so the safest place in the house is also where the best thing in her day just happened. A full belly and a good hunt, an hour before. It genuinely helps settle her. Now, while we're on that last hour, let me give you 2 more that cost you nothing. First, plug in a calming pheromone diffuser and plug it in early. Ideally in that safe room, a good while before the noise, so the room is already filled. These are synthetic copies of the natural facial pheromone a cat leaves when she rubs her cheek on a corner and marks it as mine, safe. The diffuser quietly tells her nervous system, this space is secure. Now I have to be straight with you, because this channel lives on honesty. The research on these is modest and a little mixed. They help some cats and do very little for others. It is a nudge, not a knockout. But it's safe, it's inexpensive, and stacked with everything else. For a lot of cats, it's a real, gentle piece of the calm. Just don't expect it to carry the whole night alone. And second, make her litter box easy to reach from that safe room, so she never has to cross the scary open house to use it. A frightened cat will hold it rather than run a terrifying gauntlet, and that's its own kind of misery. Box close by, food and water close by, den close by, her whole safe world within a few feet. And here's one more thing to do in that quiet hour, and please don't skip it because it's the one that can save her life. Check her microchip and her ID. I know it sounds unrelated to calm. It isn't. Fireworks nights are one of the very worst nights of the entire year for pets to bolt and go missing. Shelters fill up in the days after the 4th with terrified, lost animals who squeezed through a fence or shot out an open door. And heartbreakingly, only a small fraction ever make it home because so many arrive with no collar, no tag, and no microchip. So tonight, do 3 quick things. Make sure every window and door is shut and secure so she can't dart out. Make sure she's wearing a collar with a current tag. And if she's microchipped, take 2 minutes to confirm the registration actually has your current phone number on it. An outdated chip helps no one. A calm cat in a safe room is far less likely to run. But if the worst happens and she slips out anyway, that little chip with the right number is the single best chance you have of getting her back. Now let me tell you what not to do, because these matter as much as everything else, and one of them could truly hurt her. Number 1, never punish her, and never drag her out of hiding. Not by scolding, not by pulling her out to comfort her, not by hauling her into your lap because you think she'll feel better with you. She won't. Forcing a terrified cat out of her safe spot only teaches her that hiding didn't work and now the scary world has hands. If she comes to you on her own, wonderful soft voice, slow movements, let her set the terms. But if she wants the dark under the bed, you let her have it. Never force it. Number 2, and write this one in capital letters. Never, ever give your cat a human sedative or your own medication. Please. I know the temptation. She's suffering. You have something in the cabinet that calms you, and it feels like mercy. It is the opposite. The calming medicines people take, the anti-anxiety pills, the sleep aids are processed completely differently by a cat's body, and some of them, even in a tiny amount, can cause profound sedation, breathing trouble, and life-threatening liver failure in cats. This is one of the most common ways a loving owner accidentally poisons their own pet. I will say it plainly, as the kind of vet I am, I will never tell you to hand your cat a human sedative, not once. And number 3, close cousin of that, never give her a product made for a dog. A dog calming chew, a dog anxiety, anything. Cats are not small dogs. Their bodies handle chemicals differently, and a dog product is not built for her. When in doubt, the answer is always the same. You ask your vet, which brings me to the honest, important line I want to leave you with. For the cat whose fear is truly severe, some cats don't just hide, they panic, drooling, frantic, hurting themselves, trying to escape, inconsolable for hours. If that's your cat, everything we did today still helps, but she may need more, and here is the right way to get it. You call your own vet ahead of time, days before, not at midnight, and you ask about a prescribed, situational anti-anxiety medication made for cats. There are real vet-prescribed options for exactly this. One your vet may reach for is a medication called Gabapentin, given as a single dose a couple of hours before the fireworks to take the sharpest edge off her fear. It is safe when your vet prescribes it and tells you the dose for your specific cat. But that's the whole point. It comes from your vet, for your cat, at a dose they choose. Never improvised, never from your own bottle, never a guess. A 2-minute phone call this week can change her entire night. That is not the expensive upsell talking. Honestly, so much of pet care today shoves you toward the priciest end of everything, and it's fair to be weary of it. But this isn't that. Almost everything on today's list is free. The den, the closed blinds, the fan, the big meal, the things you simply don't do. The one paid piece for the truly panicked cat is a real medicine from your real vet, and it's worth every penny for the animal who needs it. Your own good vet is your ally here, not the enemy. Informed, not afraid. I'll be honest about one more thing, because I got this backwards myself for years. Early on, I thought the loving move was to hold a scared cat close and soothe her through it. Hands on, cuddled up, it's okay, it's okay. And for a lot of cats, that's exactly wrong. What most of them want isn't your lap. It's a small, dark, safe room to wait in and the freedom to choose it. Sully was right. You don't fight the fear, you give it somewhere safer to go. So let's bring it home and take a picture of this screen so you have it before the next big night. Picture that last quiet hour. You build her the den, small, dark, covered, up high if she likes, in the most interior room. You close every blind so no flash gets in, and you get a fan or soft music going, so the booms rise out of calm instead of silence. You feed her a big hunt and feast meal. Tuck a food puzzle or a lick mat right by the den and plug in the pheromone diffuser early. You put her litter box, food, and water within a few easy feet. You check every door and window, her tag, and that her microchip has your real number on it. And you promise yourself 3 nevers. Never punish her. Never a human sedative or your own medication. Never a dog's product. And if her fear is severe, you already called your vet this week about a proper, prescribed, calming medicine like Gabapentin. That's the whole plan. And this year, when the sky cracks open at midnight, she has somewhere to run that you built for her on purpose. Next time, I'm going to show you the 7 everyday things in a normal house that quietly stress your cat all year round, the slow, invisible kind of stress, not the fireworks kind and the small, free changes that fix them. It's the natural next step after today. Remember, you don't have to be the perfect pet parent. You just have to care enough to learn, and you clearly do, or you wouldn't have stayed with me all the way to the end. Give your best friend a scratch under the chin for me, because the best medicine was never the most expensive. It's the love you already give them every single day. I'm Dr. Mei Chen. I'll see you next time.